next on Let's Talk Live. Well, lately it's been a scorcher outside, but how about inside? After the break, the Whoopie Queen is here to turn up the heat on romance. Stay with us to get some tips on summer lovin' next.
Keeping the flame alive in a marriage takes a little doing, but it doesn't mean it can't be fun. And Whoopie Queen Cyndy Bragg just celebrated her 13th wedding anniversary. Congratulations to you.
Thank you. We've been together for 17 years when you add in.
You know, that's hard to come by these days. That's quite an accomplishment.
I think we're still smoldering.
Okay.
So I have some tips on how to give your little romance some wapow.
We are all listening.
All right, first of all, I want to offer you a drink with a little kick in the pants, all right?
Oh, you got to start with this.
Mule. Yes, cheers.
Just to get the juices flowing.
Here's to make a whoopee. So this is a Moscow Mule. It's a couple bartenders, so for some reason I end up talking to them.
What's in this?
It's lime, vodka, and ginger beer. Isn't it refreshing?
I knew I was getting the ginger beer. Okay, yes.
And I add a little jalapeno to give it an aphrodisiac flavor. Yeah, it's good for, lighting fires.
All right, speaking of fire.
So, yes, the first thing you want to do is you want to fire it up, all right?
Yes, we do.
Yes, and there's an article out in Psychology Today this month, and it says that the key to having it all, both love and lust in marriage, is at the end of the day being playful and still dating. Do you still date your husband?
You know, we really do try.
Yeah.
We're with our kids most of the time, but I was telling a coworker, hey, just being out with my husband without my children is a huge like, it's so fab. We pretend like we don't have kids, like we are still dating.
I think that's the key. It's like pretending like you're dating.
Yes,
and
yes,
so
we do that when we go out.
Right. A couple things you can do around town in D.C. is that you could, to keep those fires embering, is go where places are sort of romantic, and at night all the monuments are lit up.
Yeah.
And you could go and stroll around and see all the monuments. You could also go to Glen Echo. They have an outdoor big band with all the lights that are just so beautiful.
Sure.
And then if you're on a road trip, Red Book magazine has some tips that are along the lines of what I'm giving you, and they suggest listening to erotica.
Well, now,
I guess you
hadn't thought about that one.
Yeah, I guess you'd have to play something. Make sure the kids have their earphones on, right?
Yeah, that might not be the family road trip.
No. All right. So then my next tip is to get fresh. All right? Because, yes, I mean, like, first of all, would you date yourself?
No.
Okay, so freshening that needs to be done. Look at yourself in the mirror and go, what do I need to do to stay attractive to myself and to my partner?
I think especially when you've been married for a long time, you need to reassess sometimes.
But you got to freshen it up. You got to get fresh with your man or your woman too. So
are we freshening it up?
Well, you can write on a mirror a dry erase marker. You can write little notes. You can text.
I like that. Wait a minute. Okay, so the dry erase marker on the mirror
comes right off.
Good one.
And don't just say I love you. Say something
you can
like
do lipstick.
Sexy.
Lipstick is even sexier.
Kiss that mirror. Oh. Or you can send your sweetie flowers in ice. And so look at these cool little ice cubes.
Why in ice?
Just to shake it up. Like, can you imagine getting a beautiful drink with...
Oh, okay.
You
put that in the drink.
Yes, they're edible flowers. You can get them at Whole Foods, and they're like so beautiful. And look, I got these big ice trays.
So you have to make sure you're using the edible ones, because
you wouldn't want to poison your sweetie
out of the yard.
Sorry, darling. Hope the insurance policy's all right. Yeah, and there's a game. There's a game called Who's Hot and Who's Not. And you can go on Red Book to learn more about that, but it involves ice cubes. Yeah. And I cut out these little watermelons with heart-shaped cookie cutters. So, and then around town, if you want to do some things that are fresh, you could go to a museum and count the nudes. You could have a little competition. Now, I've done this with my kids, too, and it's funny.
The kids like that?
Yeah, it's really funny because they're sculptures and they're in all the pictures, and you just like see who wins at the end of the visit.
I'm going to do that next museum trip.
And there's also, let's see what else I have on the list. Say you want to watch something sexy. Well, Scandal and, House of Cards are all about D.C. And then you could go and see the White House at the top of the restaurant bar called POV. And it's at the top of the W Hotel. And you get to see the whole White House right there. And so you have a little...
That's nice.
Yeah.
Reference.
Yeah, just to have, like, a little, like, smoldering. And that's my next point. Smolder it up at home.
Okay.
All right?
So you don't have to go anywhere to smolder it up, people.
You can create your own lover's lane.
We're not talking about in the bedroom smoldering. No. We're talking about, at home, but in other places at home.
Right.
Make it a little interesting.
Get so busy. The last thing you want to do at night is, you know.
Yeah, so there's no excuse
Hanky-panky.
here. You don't have to go anywhere.
Right.
Just
Well, my
go
other
out,
thing is
get
like,
in the
why
car.
wait till the night? Why not just book a bedroom date during the day?
Your bedroom?
Your bedroom
Okay.
date, like have a
All right.
nooner.
Have a nooner. That'll freshen it up a little bit if you're not typically a nooner.
Like you would schedule an appointment to go see your doctor. So go see your sweetie pie.
I am all about
right?
it. I agree.
You could create a lover's lane in your own driveway.
Uh-huh.
All right, Barbie and Ken do it. You just go out and make out in your car, your minivan. That's why I bought a big one.
Now, you've done this? You've done
That's
no,
in my
I just got a minivan, so don't.
My husband wishes he got some of the action I joke about in my stand-up about that minivan.
I was wondering, I'm thinking, have you done this before?
I love grotto. And then lastly, you could go outside and you could create a whole little beautiful night retreat, put a picnic blanket down, and surround yourself with glow jars. Now, I painted these with glow-in-the-dark paint. All right, but you can make them out of glow sticks. And so I went ahead and cut one here. You shake it up. And on my website, you can get the actual how-to step-by-step, but you empty it out. You shake it. You don't break it because it took your mama 9 months to make it.
Okay.
And then you can, what it'll do, I don't know if you can see, but as it stays out and at night they glow, you could put a bunch of these around a picnic blanket and watch the fireflies. Because you know what?
Like that.
You know why they light up?
Why are they? Oh, because the sparks are flying?
Because they're looking for their mates.
Okay, sounds good. Cyndy, we thank you very much, and we are going to go from this to a major accident on I-70.